the cinema tickets are ready for a particular film coming out today on the 15th of December 2023. It is Godzilla Minus One. It's time to go to the cinema, my friend Michael, to watch the new Godzilla Minus One from Toho Studios in Japan. It's subtitled, it's Japanese, it's going to be great. We just got out of seeing Godzilla Minus One.
Yeah, good film.
December the 15th, 2023. First kind of day of it showing here in the UK. It's been across the world. It's been to Japan, which started off. Been to America. But what did you think to Godzilla Minus One?
Out of 10, 8.5, nearly 9.
And that's coming from pretty much a newish kind of Godzilla fan, kind of like newbie sort of thing.
Godzilla virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a Godzilla fan, I almost forgot I was watching a Godzilla film, and I just realised it was all CGI, which I knew anyway, compared to the rubber suit monsters that we used to. But it was a bit better than Shin Godzilla, even though I didn't mind Shin Godzilla, the last Japanese Godzilla film. It's a standalone Godzilla film where he's fighting no other monsters or anything like that. It's it's got emotional parts in it, I'd say.
It is a tearjerker.
Yeah.
And there's a few kind of love scenes in it that tries. You think it's going one way, but it doesn't actually quite reach the lovey-dovey.
Yeah, so it kind of like fizzles out in the love story sort of thing. But there is kind of like a love.
It's underlying.
It's underlying love story. Yeah. Some of the old Godzilla films kind of had that sort of thing, but I thought this was going to go the way of like Godzilla Raids Again, where there's because they got kamikaze fighter pilots and soldiers, and this one particular one in particular who keeps cowering out of like going through with the deed sort of thing. So I thought there's going to be many sacrifices in this film.
Well, the main point of it was that he felt he let down the Imperial Japan.
That's right.
His
country.
He'd been ordered to stay alive at the end of the war.
Yeah.
Which is a key part of it. But as you watch the film, the question is, does he redeem himself?
That's a good question. Does he redeem himself?
And is he accepted back into the very
Foundation.
Japanese type of thing where if you didn't
go
sacrifice in kamikaze,
that's
it was like a traitor. So that's something to look out for when you go and watch it, to see where it fits in to the film.
Yeah, and it was very interesting in that aspect. That's why I thought, Godzilla films have had that sort of theme before, but this one I totally forgot because it was a totally different director, who I think is an award-winning director. And I know this film's doing quite well critically, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a 98% Rotten Tomatoes on the public side.
Yeah, that's right.
I would agree with that. The issues I spoke to you, Jonathan, about was the sometimes lack of continuity between the scenes.
You felt a bit rushed or something?
Not rushed, because it was quite a long film.
It was 2 hours.
And maybe they felt that wasn't needed because the next scene explained what had happened.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You didn't have the connections between some of the scenes. That's something to watch out for. But it does explain it eventually.
Yeah. What did you think to Godzilla? I was a bit taken back by... I'm not going to give spoilers away, but I thought the ending was good because on like a drama level, it worked. As a Godzilla film, it still worked, and there were still hair-raising moments as a Godzilla fan, but I was just taken back. I mean, I was taken back by Shin Godzilla, the last Japanese one, in places as well. But this one kind of took me back. Maybe it's one of those things you've got to let sink in sort of thing, as a Godzilla fan sort of thing. And it was a nice turnout tonight. There were quite a few people there to watch it. I think it's going to do quite well.
I think everybody in the in the audience enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just didn't want people to like laugh at the bits like when like you were saying, "Ooh, a monster, what? Godzilla sort of thing," and there wasn't too much of that. Even though it had those kind of scenes, like it was Godzilla sort of thing that was causing all this destruction, mayhem, and he without giving too much away, he started off as a kind of T-Rex sort of thing, a Godzillasaurus. So he started off as, and that you're thinking, oh, that's not Godzilla again. That's not Godzilla. But he's ever mutating and evolution.
He paused to regain power.
Yeah,
which you have to watch out for.
Nuclear bombs and
stuff like that. Yeah, but the science was going on in the background, and the end scene was kind of scientific if you understand one or two things.
Physics and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's worth watching through. But slight, shall we say, a bit of a twist in the end.
It was a bit of a twist, wasn't there?
Exciting twist, really. And then do stay and listen to the music, because the music was quite epic, I thought. Yeah,
the score itself was by an original composer, but they were using cues from King Kong versus Godzilla from the 60s. They was using all kinds of Godzilla themes in there, which I thought were good, but I thought they were kind of like cliched in some ways.
There's parts of the music and the score in the film. If you get the original soundtrack, I think it was a bit more continuous. The melody would come out, but the scenes cut it out.
Yeah.
But do stay to the end.
Yeah.
Do stay to the end.
It's not a bad film.
Watch all the credits. Don't get up until the lights come on.
Yeah, that's what we did, didn't we? Because there weren't no lights till the end, and just to, definitely stay through the credits. At least stay till the end of the film. And the bits that I liked at the end, at the very, very end, which I can give a bit away, it's nothing to do with the film in particular, was just the sound system.
Yeah.
The roars, the
and the
footsteps.
The sound
classic from '54.
There was no boring, slow parts.
Where some films are slow, aren't they?
Slow to start. It was setting the scene for the story,
and it was a period piece as well.
Yeah, and the emotion of what was going through the main character. How do you pronounce it? Shiki?
I can't pronounce the female protagonist.
The little girl.
The little girl. Yeah,
she was
sweet. She was sweet.
You see her grow up to be, beyond a toddler. But that's an interesting part of it.
I think there'll be more, and you might see it from her perspective if she gets older.
Yeah, she'll be the next hero.
Protagonist, is that right?
No, she'll be the hero.
Yeah.
Protagonist is
No, I think that's antagonist.
Antagonist.
Thanks a lot, Michael. I appreciate your time.
Anyway, guys, go and see it.
Good night. Yep, enjoyed that film.
Was that for YouTube or for?
Probably.
You did it portrait, didn't you? So
yeah.
I'm going too fast now.
Godzilla.